Hello, champs! Welcome back to our channel Learn for You. As always, here is your study buddy Anshika, and we are going to continue our journey of Scratch. So, till now, we have covered all our blocks and we have just done many things in our Scratch editor, right? So, today we are going to introduce one more thing, and that is going to be a create your own blocks. So imagine if you want to have some blocks which are not available in a Scratch editor. So what are you going to do? No worries, our Scratch editor provides this option as well, and the option is of My Blocks. That means you can just create your own blocks as well in our Scratch editor. So before discussing this My Blocks, just tell me what we did in our previous video. Basically, there we created a game, right? I hope you remember that, and we created our game of catching the orange, and we also covered a puzzle that was of another block, right? You remember that? So let's discuss this My Blocks, and this will provide more convenience to create our different games and animations in Scratch. So what are these My Blocks basically? My Blocks are also known as custom blocks, and these are user-made custom blocks. Means you can just customize them as per your own convenience. You can create different functionalities in them. So let's see. I'll just show you the interface of this Make My Blocks interface, and this is the interface of My Block. So here we can just create our own block. Then we can just add different functionalities, such as we can add an input as a number or a text, as a boolean, or as a label also we can just add it. So let's jump onto our Scratch editor, and there I'll just show you how this looks. So we have done these blocks, right? So here at last comes the option of this My Blocks. So as soon as you're going to click on this option is available, that is make a block. And when you will click on this, the same dialog box will appear. You can just enter the name of a block. Let's enter it as jump. And as you will click on this OK, this block will be created. And see, here are the different functionalities you can just add on to your block. So I'll be just showing you them later on. So this is how our block has been created. Now jumping back there, the very first code we are going to create is of jump. And what is this code? Define jump. Then we'll just make our code to jump, our sprite to jump up and down. So how we are going to do this? We'll just change the value of y coordinate, right? First we'll make it to move in positive direction and later on into our negative direction. So let's go there. And as we have jumped here, see, we have defined the jump. Now we'll move into our motion block, and there we will choose this option of change y by this. Then we'll go into our control section, use this block of weight, and then again go there and you have the block of changing y. So let's set this value as 40, okay? And this one we are going to keep as minus 40. So as soon as we are going to click on this block, see, our Scratchy is jumping, right? Let's see it again. See, this is how we can just create this jump block. Now this was how we are creating one block. We can add different functionalities to it, and this is what we are going to see ahead. So here we have this code block, which is of jump number input. Means we are going to decide that how many times we want our sprite to jump. How we are going to set it? Let's see here. First we are going to set this code block. We are going to make this code block, and there we will use an input block as well, and that is going to be of loop. Then we'll add as a label times. Then we will create a variable named number, and then we will set this number, okay? Then we are going to repeat the same process. We will change y and change y in positive and negative direction. Then when green flag will be clicked, the question will be asked that how many times do you want me to jump up and down. Then as per the input given, our sprite is going to jump. So let me show you this code. I have already created it. So here we are, and this is our code block. So see, here we have set this blocks. Now we are going to just run it. See, as soon as I'll run it, this is going to ask the question that how many times do you want to jump. So let us enter it as 5, and see, here it will start jumping as 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So this is how we can just create this jumping block. Besides this jumping number of times, we can add different other functionalities as well, and that I'm going to show you again. See, the very next thing we can do is we can just rotate our sprite, and we can set that how many times we want it to rotate. And for the rotation, which blocks we use? We use point in direction and then turn one, right? You remember that? I told you set rotation style. So these are the blocks we will use and we can just create it. Then we have the another one style of jumping which we can create it and we can just create a block named test. Then we can add a label to it that is as boolean 1. So these are different things you can just create it. Now I hope we have covered all the blocks. You can try creating different blocks. Now in upcoming videos we will start creating the projects I showed you in the earlier videos. So till then practice all the blocks, just revise what we have done till now so that you can easily create those projects. You will not face much problem when we are going to create them. So till then stay connected and keep learning. We are going to catch you very soon in our next video. Thank you and bye.